believe in, and I start to wonder, like, should I do this? And like, what if people think I'm a fraud? What if it doesn't go well? And you always have these thoughts, and it's easy for me to say just like, oh, ignore those, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, man. It's like sometimes you just have to do things, and you got to realize that, like, at the end of, like, people care, but they really don't care. So like, people are always watching in a way where it's like, if you do something really good or really bad, yeah, they notice, they take note. But anything that's like in the middle, people don't really care, which is like a very freeing thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're a copywriter.
Yeah.
And at my core, I'm a copywriter. There's like thousands of us. We're just like little ants, and nobody's gonna ever notice that, like, the little things that we do that kind of meet in the middle. So like, if you do something or you open an agency, like, there's plenty of agencies. Nobody's really gonna like think you're a fraud because you opened an agency. Now, the things that people do notice, like I said, are on the outside. So if you do something really cool, really different, they notice that. If you do something that's like really bad and like you get caught, then they notice that too. So it's like, they only notice like the ends of the spectrum. That's kind of like politics too. Like, these people are
Yeah.
always like bumping into each other, and then everybody in the middle who's trying to be reasonable, they don't get noticed because nobody like cares about that. So that's what I would say is, like, you just got to recognize that, like, you're really not different than anybody else, but you can try to like be as different as you can. I don't know if that helps, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's assuring to know that, like, I'm not alone, and there's people just like me out there, and nobody's gonna like look too closely. But I do try to do things differently, so I do get noticed closely. It's just,
Yeah. It's a
you just
hard
gotta put yourself
balance,
out
isn't it?
there. And one big thing I learned from this weekend, and it's funny how much people shit on mindset, but um, it's actually like a really powerful thing, because I was talking to like a lot of high level people. And one thing I learned about myself is I'm like kind of shy to ask people for help. Like, I'm not shy doing a lot of other things, but when it comes to talking to people who are at a higher level than me, and um, like, I just, for some reason, I feel like I'm not worthy to ask for their help, or they're gonna think I'm a burden. And I'm sitting next to all these high level people in this room, and it's like 20K your mastermind, and we're all like in this room, and they're like, no, like, I'll help you. And like, since I asked that question, just like put it into the room, I have like 3 referrals that are gonna like, not referrals, like affiliates. So like, people that are gonna mail out my offer. So like,
Awesome.
my concern was that, like, oh, if I ask the room for this, they're gonna think I'm being annoying and just like wanting people to promote my stuff. But the reality was that they were all like very open and willing to help. And if it wasn't them, it's somebody they know. So sometimes you just gotta like ask for help. Sometimes you just gotta like put the thing out there you want to do. Sometimes if something's really bugging you, just like write stuff down for your personal self so you can like see it on paper. And then if it makes sense, kind of show the same thing like in public, in a group or something, and just like put it
Right.
out there. And just, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. Mindset is huge, and the more I learn and the more I gain, it's